Hey guys, happy Thursday. I am on lunch. This has been such a chaotic week, but we got some good news. There's just a lot going on. I will catch you guys all up. And why I did not do a what I eat in a day video this week. I tried y'all, but it's just, oh my goodness, so crazy. So, but first we'll go into all that. This will be a 2-day vlog because I do plan on going to Grocery Outlet tomorrow. And I'm going to show you guys a little haul if I do find anything. And I just have a lot to catch you guys up on, and I have to do a lot during my lunch. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on around the house. But first, I was sent a product that I wanted to share with you guys. I have only just opened the box. I've not taken it out of the box because I want to do a first impression. And y'all know, like, I don't do very many product reviews. Mostly, I can't speak, I can say mainly, mostly, because I have always been one to push back on them and say, okay, do you want an honest review? Because I don't want you to send me a product and then you tell me that you want me to do a review and I'm not super honest about it. Like, I want to actually tell you what I'm feeling about it, and I want to tell my viewers what I'm feeling about it. And a lot of them have actually said, well, we only prefer positive reviews. Well, then don't send me your product. I've had people send me products and then they've asked me, before you post your video, what do you think about it? And I would tell them, and they're just like, well, we really don't want you to post that one I have anyway. Because I told you guys, you know, I mean, you guys have seen that I have not always been very favorable on a lot of the products that I've received. So I'm really upfront and honest. I don't want to receive a product that they don't want my honest review on. You know what I mean? I've only been paid for one product in all of my years on YouTube. One thing, and that was Home Chef. Was it Home Chef, HelloFresh? One of those like meal things. And it was like 5 years ago. And they paid me to do 3 videos. But I did not like the way that they did things. Now, they never told me I had to be positive, but I had to do the video. I had to send them the video to review first. Then they would tell me I could upload it. It was almost and the only reason why I liked their products, I had no issue with their products. What I didn't like was after they would approve the video, I would get it posted. Then they would email me and say, oh, we have a new coupon code. That one that you did isn't going to work. So can you change this one to the description box? And if you put anything in the video about it, we need you to refilm that. Well, it's a cooking thing. Like, I couldn't refilm it. So then I would not put the coupon codes in the video for I think I had to do 3. I think I had to do 3 videos. And at the next 2, I did not put the coupon codes in the video. I did it in the description box. And they said, well, why didn't you put it in the video? And I said, well, because last time you guys changed it. And then they said, well, you can do a annotation. No, they took away the annotations. And they weren't even up on that they took away the annotations. And so anyway, they didn't invite me to do any more, which was fine with me. That is literally the only thing I've ever been paid for. Everything else, I always tell you guys, I receive this product for free to review. And then I say whether or not I like it. Anyway, so this company actually in their email, they were very upfront saying that they wanted me to give an honest first impression and an honest review. So here we go. And I'm actually super excited about this one. I went to get my glasses because I'm sure I'm going to have to read something. Okay, I'm going to adjust you here. Let me show you how massive this box is. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a huge box. So let me go ahead and... Okay, so in case anybody thought that was my address on there, I just realized, I was like, oh no, that looked like, no, it did not have my address on there. Okay, so one thing I didn't realize, it comes with a remote, which if I need a battery, we'll see if there's a battery in there. I don't see a battery here. Let's just go ahead and open this and see what it is. Oh, okay, good. I thought it was like one of those flat batteries. Okay, we'll grab some batteries. Looks like it takes AAA. Comes with an instruction manual. So I love this battery operated. So what this is an under desk elliptical trainer. So this is what it is. I will have a link and everything down below. I believe they gave me a discount code also for you guys. They shipped it to me. Did it come? I feel like it came from Amazon, but I'm not positive actually. Okay, so the thing is, you guys know I'm at work 3 days a week, and then I'm at home 2 days a week. When I'm at work, I get quite a few steps in because I have to walk quite a ways to get to the break room where the water is. The restrooms are right by the break room. I get up and walk around and talk to people. So I get a lot of steps in the office. I usually get between 4,000 to 5,000 steps on the days that I'm in the office, just working in the office. When I'm at home, I get hardly any steps because it's literally like 40 steps to the bathroom, 40 steps to my kitchen. You know, I mean, it's just like I don't get very many steps. And so I love that this is something I can use at home. I am so excited about it. So, yes, I cannot believe it comes with a remote. I love that. So it has auto mode, manual mode. I may have to do a little, I may have to find some of the information online about this so I can do maybe a little voiceover on all the features of it. But it says in addition to working mode, so it has a display on it. It has working mode, auto mode, manual mode. Okay, auto mode, manual mode. So it looks like auto mode, you press the mode button and then the machine will work so it's just however fast it goes and whatnot. Auto mode is 30 minutes. The machine will produce the beep at around the last minute, then turn off automatically. Interesting. And it must have different speed set. Okay, so it's different speed set. Okay, well, let's get it out. And then I'll plug it in over here. I'll have to unplug something. I'll plug it in over here. So I'll kind of demonstrate it in front of my tripod. That way you can see it, because you won't be able, if I put it under my desk right now, you won't be able to see it over there. There's no way for me to set up my camera. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll just put my tripod down lower to the ground. I'm gonna get it out, get it plugged in, and then we'll try it out. Super excited about this. I'm just wondering how much of a workout this is gonna be. And I don't know how I would record it. Once we start doing it, let me know in the comments section, like how would you record this like on your Apple Watch? Or do I like attach my Apple Watch to my foot when I'm doing it? I don't know, curious. Or would it be just like a walk? I'm not sure. Let me go get some batteries and get this thing out of the box. It has like all that big clunky styrofoam stuff. Okay, so that ended up being a little bit more difficult with the tripod situation because my tripod doesn't go that low. And so I ended up doing, I don't know what that is. What I ended up doing was, that's where the remote goes. Ended up just getting my hand held, and actually, I don't know if that, okay, here. Oh my gosh, y'all, like this is so crazy. Okay, so I maybe shouldn't be doing this like sitting in this rolly chair. Okay, and try to get everything set. Okay, it has a nice, I'm trying to think if it moves. Nope, it's staying in place. Wow, I really feel this. Now let's see, using the remote, let's see how we, oh, I haven't even started, y'all. Oh my goodness. That was just me manually doing it. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, now it's on mode. We'll just do P1, whatever that is, start. Oh, okay, I was going the wrong way. Alrighty, oh, direction, you can change it. Okay, let's stop it. What's P2? Okay, P2, oh, that goes a little faster. Ooh, okay. But I'm gonna have to read into this a little bit more. I think what I'm gonna do is read into this a little bit more and find out, because this is obviously the auto mode. So is the manual mode the one where I push it myself, like the way I was doing that? Okay, so let's see, are there more? Oh, it kind of slowed down a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit, okay. It's slowed down, but it's a little bit, like a little bit more, like, what is that word? You know, like on a bike when you're turning up that number on your bike. So it's like resistance, a little bit more resistance when it's slowed down a little bit. Okay, well, let's mode 3. Let's see what that is. Okay, again, just a little bit more resistance. Okay. Okay, what is H mode? That says H, right? So like HA. Okay, so those are just the 4 modes. Okay, so let's stop it for a second. Okay, so it's on. So I could just do it myself. The only thing is I don't feel any resistance in the manual mode. Like, I don't know if there's a way. Okay, that's how you turn up the speed. Okay, that's how, oh, so you can go faster. Okay, so this is the fastest you can go on 1. A little bit faster, a little bit faster. Oh, interesting. So maybe there isn't more resistance. Maybe it's just the speed. So maybe in those auto modes, they must have a different speeds they go up and down on. Okay, y'all, well, I'm gonna read up on this a little bit more so I can, you know, really give you a thorough review of it. And I'm also going to, well, let me turn the camera around and chat with you a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this set up under my desk and plugged in over there. And I think I'm going to use it for the rest of the day. I'm gonna read up on it so I can give you guys a really good, honest, you know, what all of the modes are, how they work, all of that, because I want to give, you know, I want to give them a good review because I really like this. I think this is going to be, it'll be interesting to see if I feel a difference after a certain amount of time. So it has that 30 minutes, but I'm gonna do 30 minutes and do it several times for the rest of the day because I will work until 4:30. So when I get back from lunch, I'll do it from like 1 to 4:30 and just do like 30-minute intervals and just kind of do a little bit of a break in between. But I'm gonna see how my concentration is with working. That has always been my, you know, thing where people like walk on the treadmills while they're working. I have trouble even standing up while I'm working. So we have standing desks at work. They do both standing or lowering. And I have such a concentration issue when I'm standing for some reason. So I can feel this though, you guys. I'm only like doing this for what? Just 2 minutes and I can feel it. I think I'm going to like this on the days that I'm working from home. I still need to make myself get up and down though because of my back. But yeah, okay, I'll do a little research. I'll pop in that information. I'll come after this, but I do want to fill you in on how this week has went. I was just looking up more information about this elliptical. It does not look like they have given me a coupon code, but I will ask them. But I'm not sure if I'll get it because I plan on posting this video on Saturday, so I don't know if I'll get it by then, but if I do, it'll be in the description box. So you can actually use this without the power or with the power. So with the power, of course, you have the different, you can use a manual where there's 5 different speed levels, or you can do the auto mode where it has those different ones that I showed you guys. But you can also unplug it if you don't have a plug-in. Like if you want to use this in your office and you don't have a plug-in close by, you can just do it manually without the levels. It also stores your data. So there's a data button on the remote where it stores your data, and you can see, you can see how much you've done. And then also it has like, the 2 directions. So I told you guys it does like, forward or backward to target the different muscles. Also, what else was it talking about? Yeah, so ergonomical, can plug in or assist a workout or use it directly without power. Gives you a full workout. Depending on your needs and abilities, there's auto and manual for your choice. Pedals can go forward or backward to target different muscles. But you're only supposed to use it when you're sitting. It says do not use it when you're not. It has a good digital display, as you guys saw. It's very quiet, as you guys heard. Like, it is very quiet. So that's why it definitely would be okay for the office if you're in a place like with cubicles and you have, all over the place. But large anti-slip pedals. The pedals are very large, as you guys probably saw. I kind of have smaller feet, so for me, my feet probably looked tiny in this little thing because I have very narrow feet. That's the only narrow thing on my body is my feet. So anyway, you guys, I think I really like this, but I will definitely pop in here later on and let you know how it was. Actually, I may give you a full update after I used it today and tomorrow. I'll do that and let you know how it went using it 2 days. So anyhow, okay, I think I really like this. I think I'm gonna like it. But I will definitely just keep you updated on there. But yes, it will be linked down below. The Amazon link will be down below. It is through Amazon. So what's been going on this week? Oh my goodness, you guys. I just feel like this week I had something going on every single day. So Monday was actually a pretty good day. And I did end up filming all of Monday. I could put that up. I just not had a chance to edit. And I didn't do anything special or spectacular. I just feel kind of blah about it. Tuesday. So I had a pretty hectic day Monday, and then Tuesday, I just really went into the day with feeling like I had so much to do. And this is kind of how I explained it to one of my coworkers today. I kind of check in with myself throughout the week. And you guys know I'm so type A that I kind of have a method to everything when I'm working. So I categorize my emails. And that way I know these are things I need to do now. These are things I'm waiting on from information from other people. This stuff is not urgent. I'll follow up later. These are things that I, need to do, but I need more information. So there's just categories in my emails. And I filed all my emails that I don't have to do anything with or have already completed away in my archives. So I try to keep my inbox as clean as possible. Well, pretty much this whole week, I have not been able to have a chance to go in and categorize. And I feel like I have not, and it's kind of like a check-in to myself. It's like, okay, everything is all categorized. We're good to go. There's no emails at the top that I have not done something with, whether it's just even categorizing it to deal with it later, but everything has been taken care of and has a category, or is filed away, or is deleted if it's something I don't need to do anything with. I've not been able to do that. So checking in with myself. That's what I mean when I say I've not been able to check in with myself. Plus I have a task list. I use the Microsoft tasks, and those literally are things that I have to take care of either on a weekly basis, daily basis, several times a week, or monthly, annually, quarterly, all that stuff. I keep them in those tasks, and I have not, they're all red right now I do not ever leave on a Friday without everything being done, whether it's even of all those tasks, I always will either complete them or I'll move them to the next week, but I never leave a red one on the table. I cannot do that. So all week it's been red, and I have not been able to check in with myself, and it's Thursday. So I was already starting to feel a little bit that anxiety on Tuesday. I had pretty good morning, kind of busy though. Go home to grab lunch. My husband was home that day because his van was being worked on, his work van, and so they didn't have an extra to give him, so he was home. So I was visiting with him. I grabbed my salad. You guys know I took the salad jars. I took the one on Monday, the sub in a tub. That was fantastic. Tuesday, I grabbed the one with the steak. So I had my steak that I cooked separate, and then I had the salad in my fancy little jar. Now, when I tell you that I am the clumsiest person, and my family will attest to this if you were to ask them, I threw my purse. Usually I put my purse on. I wear it crossbody, but because I was kind of rushing out the door, I had my salad in in the crook of my arm. I had, and mind you, I was wearing a sweater because it was kind of cool that morning. So I have my long flowy cardigan. I had my salad under my jar salad under my arm. I had my container that had my steak, and I just threw my purse. So I had the salad actually in this arm, had my purse kind of under my arm in this one instead of putting it on. And then I had my keys. So as I was going out the garage door, so we have our back door right here. I was going out the back door to go down the stairs to go out the garage where my car's parked, and my purse strap got onto somehow connected itself with the doorknob on the inside of the door. And as I was trying to grab the door to shut it, I came to a stop. My salad, because I was using those fancy jars that have no business being outside of your pantry, by the way, they do not have a tight fitting lid. I use them cosmetically because I like how they look. I use them because I think they look good in videos. I like to take them to work because they look pretty and they have the nice bamboo little lid that just pop off. It's not like the mason jars that twist on. I will never use anything but a mason jar from now on. And it slid, the lid popped off when I jerked like this. The lid popped off because I was kind of like with my purse, and I jerked like this. The lid pops off and the jar goes flying down the stairs, shattered all over. My meat goes flying out of my hand. It goes onto the floor. So then I had to hurry, clean up everything, run in and just grab a frozen dinner because I was already late getting back. I had to leave early that day because I had to take my dog to the vet. We were already kind of worried about that because he has 2 lumps. One of them is a really big one that's been it's been getting bigger and bigger, and the other one just popped up around the same area. So I was already a little bit anxious and about that. So I get, oh my goodness, y'all. So I get to work, eat my lunch. I started recording that, but I was just really so flustered. And then I I have to leave work a little over an hour early. I get to the vet. My dog does not like going to the vet, of course. I have this sweater on, but I have a tank top on, which I'm not comfortable taking off my sweater with the tank top. And it's getting warm because the sun decided to come out, even though it's pouring down rain in the morning. My dog is all anxious. He wants me to carry him. He's 10 pounds, which is not very heavy, except for you're having to rock him like a baby. And his foot keeps getting caught in my cardigan, and his nails keep getting caught in my sweater. Luckily, they got us back there really quickly, and we go back there. Now, long story short with all that, we were there for a while because they took a needle aspiration of his bumps. And so they said, can you wait for the results? And I said, oh yes, definitely, because I did not want to have to wait till the next day. And then he has to get some dental work done because he has a severe gum disease and dental issues. So they took a bunch of blood work to make sure he'd be okay with the anesthesia. And so we did all that. And so we were there for about, I got there at 4:10. Our appointment was at 4:30. I didn't know if I had to give them my shot records. We had gone to a different place to get shots because they couldn't get us in last year, and he needed his rabies to go to the groomers. So we just got them done at Petco. And then I had all my shot records that I wanted to give to our regular vet so he could, so we didn't get, multiple shots. We were also getting his shots updated. And so so I had to get there a little bit early so they could update all those records. So we get back there at 4:30. I did not leave there till almost 6. And so by the time I get home, I'm just so flustered by this time because, again, I'm behind in work. I was hot and sweaty and then the dog was just was all anxious. And I dropped my salad. So I get home and, give my husband the update on that. Luckily, I don't think I told you guys. So there's nothing. One of the lumps is a benign tumor of the oil gland, something very common in dogs when they get older. My dog is almost 13. He'll be 13 in August. The other one is a fatty tissue tumor. And he says it's going to get a lot bigger, but he said it's completely benign. And because they do the results right there. They do the microscope and all that right there. He said that we don't have to get it removed unless it gets to be, he says typically dog owners will, and actually it's called a lymphoma, something like that. I think people can get them too. And he said most people only get them removed for cosmetic reasons. The owner doesn't like to see these big, huge lumps on their dogs. So, So I'm making sure everything is caffeine free right now, afternoon, because I also made the mistake of drinking coffee too late, and I was up all night the other night. Just, you guys getting old, honestly, getting old. So everything is fine with that. Like you said, we don't have to get it removed unless unless it gets too big that it seems to be affecting him, but it has no pain from it. We got his test results back this morning for everything else. His organs are perfectly fine. Thyroid's fine. Heart is fine. So now we can get the dental work done. They always like to run that test because they want to make sure before they put him in anesthesia if it's going to be safe to do so. And he says he feels like he's perfectly safe to do so. The only markers he had was the inflammation from his gums right now is causing some markers in his blood work, but that's what it's from. But his white blood count's great, red blood count's great. All that's great. So we feel really good about that. Anyway, so we had that going on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I had a lunch meeting. So it's our monthly HR lunch meeting that we have to have with the HR lawyers. It's a whole statewide HR meeting. So did that, and it just behind because I had that, did not get a break. I been feeling so overwhelmed and rushed. And I started filming yesterday, again, did not finish filming. Tuesday, ended up just having leftovers from the day before, which I cooked a pot roast on. No, that was Monday. So Sunday, I made a pot roast. Monday, we had leftovers from that pot roast because, I didn't get home till late that day on work. That's what Monday was. I didn't get home till late. Then Tuesday, didn't get home till after 6. So I just ate another one of those frozen healthy choice dinners, which is what I had for lunch because of my salad situation. Oh, that's right. Wednesday, I go to grab my third salad, my last salad out of there. The lettuce was all brown. And I didn't even, I used spring mix and I used a head of green leaf lettuce that I bought. And what's funny is that the lettuce in the big tub of spring mix, the spring mix stuff is fine. The extra, I had a whole big head of green leaf lettuce and I didn't use it all. So I put some of it in a Ziploc bag and let all the air out of it. And it was fine. It was just the one in the salad jar. But I didn't notice, I didn't go to grab the salad out of there in the morning before I was leaving for work because like I said, I had a work meeting and so I couldn't, I wasn't going to come home for lunch. And so I grabbed it out of there and I didn't have time to remake it. And so I just grabbed another. So luckily I had all those healthy choice dinners, which all of them have been fantastic, by the way. I have one left. I have the Alfredo chicken, which I've had before. So I already knew that one. So every one of those dinners that I have showed you guys over the last couple weeks have been fantastic. So I am going to stock up again this weekend because I feel like those have been my go-to. But this is what I'm talking about lately with my meal preps. They're not lasting in my refrigerator. And I am thinking that my refrigerator has too much moisture in it right now. Because the salad jars where I keep my meal preps are just in the main open of the refrigerator. I have my lettuce and my spring mix were in one of the crisper drawers, which have a humidity thingy, that little, and we have an old refrigerator. It was here when we bought the house. I believe it says it's 2016 is what it says inside the refrigerator. So it's almost 10 years old. So it's 9 years old right now. But the crisper drawers have a little, a little humidity slider, and my drawer that you pull out that I keep my yogurts in, you can set it. Also, it has a temperature setting. So, but I can't fit my meal preps and stuff in those drawers because they're full of my vegetables and fruits and stuff. So I don't know. I think this is why my meal preps have been tasting off. I think that there's too much moisture or something in the main part of my refrigerator where mostly it's just milk. My husband drinks a lot of milk, so we always have 3 gallons of milk in our refrigerator. The milk, my creamer, my coffee, our sodas, all of our condiments, and stuff. And then we have our meat that I cook throughout the week and then our leftovers, but we always eat the leftovers the next day. They never sit there more than one day. So I'm thinking that something in my refrigerator, the main part of it is not keeping stuff very fresh. And my husband has said actually a couple of times, he has said the milk has tasted kind of off, and I don't drink milk. So wouldn't know it. And he said some of that has been tasting kind of off. So, And we just thought it was maybe just a bad gallon of milk. But now I'm wondering, he usually drinks it super quickly, so it doesn't sit in there for very long. Like, he can go through a gallon of milk in like 2 days. So it doesn't sit there for too long. But the days that he has not been drinking a lot of it, it has sat there for a while, and he says it starts to not taste good. So, I do not want to buy a new refrigerator. So I don't know what I'm going to do right now. But I think that explains what's been going on. So anyway, don't know what we're going to do about that, but the frozen dinner saved my life. I will probably, I know I'm going to buy more, but that's another reason why I want to go buy Grocery Outlet, because every once in a while they have those healthy choice dinners. They usually don't have like hardly any choices, but I thought I would pick up what they do have because they're usually a lot cheaper than they are. They're usually like $2.99. And I think I've been buying those ones at Walmart for like $3.42 or something. And they've been on sale at Fred Meyer also, which is my Kroger store. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and see what they have at Grocery Outlet, stock up on what they have there. And then also just, I think that's going to be my go-to right now. And it seems to be working. I'm feeling fine on them. But anyway, that's my chaotic week and why I didn't have a video up this week. On the flip side, I've been getting some good reading in. I'm reading a really good book right now. It's one of those books where you almost feel guilty for liking it. It's called The Good Samaritan by John Mars. And I honestly, I would not be surprised if I read 3 John Mars books this month. I actually am doing a challenge in my book club. So if you're a reader and you're not part of my book club on Facebook, go join. I always have a link down below. But we're doing a March bingo kind of card. And I know one of the John Mars is fitting because it's been on my TBR forever. But he has a new one that just came out that I am thinking I forgot all about it until it popped up on my Libby that it was ready, because I try to go in and I pre-reserve books through my Libby, through my library, and it popped up yesterday that it was available. And so I'm thinking I went ahead and borrowed it, but it's technically a 3rd book in a series. I don't know if you guys have read the one. So that one's in so these 3 books are in the same universe. So it's like a sci-fi, and there's a sci-fi box on my reading challenge. So I think I may just read this 3rd book and not worry about I think I will go back and read the 2nd one. The 2nd one's on Kindle Unlimited, and I've had it actually on my TBR for a while too. So I'm thinking that since it's in the same universe, I actually thought I read the 2nd one, and I can't, but I don't, it's not on my Goodreads that I read it. So it just says want to read. So I may start kind of read through it and see, did I read this and forgot to mark it down as read, which is possible. But anyway, for sure, I'm going to read, I think I'm going to go ahead and read that other one. So I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's not like a series. It's just in the same universe. So I think that's just the only reason why they call it kind of a series. But I'm going to first research that. So anyway, so The Good Samaritan is about a suicide hotline, and gosh, you guys, it's so good, but it's very dark, very disturbing. Very dark, very disturbing. So I never say read your trigger warnings, but this one I feel like it really does need some trigger warnings on it. But anyway, I can tell I'm trying to do this, but my chair keeps moving. So my big desk chair though, that I use, my big one over here that I use at my actual desk, it has a locking thing on there. So I'm probably gonna have to lock the wheels before doing this, because although there's not a lot of room over there, so I don't think I'll have that trouble. But anywho, okay, I need to go do some housework before I go back to work. So I'll see you guys. I probably won't see you guys till tomorrow. I'll probably check in tomorrow when I go to Grocery Outlet. I wanted to kind of show you how this fits under my desk. So it's just perfect, and I'm working just fine. Now I'm on the the auto setting 2. And it kind of scared me a little bit because I was going forward, just working along. All of a sudden it stops and it starts going backwards. So that's one thing I like about the auto setting, is that you can get that speed, but then it goes forward and backwards. So I'm assuming that through this 30 minutes, oh, here it goes. There we go. See, I just happened to pick up the camera at the right time. Yeah, so I imagine it's gonna do that, and now it just sped up a little bit. So I think throughout the 30 minutes, it's just gonna do that kind of back and forth, faster speed, lower speed, and all of that. But I think I'm really gonna like this, y'all. Like, this is kind of cool. I told you guys I would show you the chicken coop that me and my husband built last weekend. It's already a mess because I tell you what, you guys, chickens are messy. So we already had, and it's kind of tight back here, takes up our whole area. So their regular chicken coop, that's the one they had before. I have their treats in my hand, so they're begging. So that was the original coop, and we just found that it just was not big enough for our chickens. We have 4. I don't know where the other one must be, up in the house still. Yeah, our back area is a mess. We never cleaned it up from when we first bought the house. So now that we're using this back part, we need to get all this cleaned out. I don't even know what half this stuff is, but we need to get all this cleaned out. So we plan on doing that this summer. Actually, we may do some of it this coming weekend because it's supposed to be fairly nice. But anyway, yeah, so you can see they have much more room now. So yeah, it only took us about 3.5 hours to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them their treats. Cracks me up. I do 2. I have like 2 little treat things, but they all go to the one. And then when one figures out, oh yeah, well, there's 2 of them, they'll all come eventually. See, here they come. They're all gonna come running over to this other one because they think there's something different in there. I don't know, maybe she has it figured out. She's like, no, I got this all to myself. But it cracks me up. I wanted to give you a little update on the elliptical. So I did 3 of the 30-minute sessions. So I wanted to try out each one of the auto settings. Well, there's a P1, 2, 3, and then there's that one that says HA. I need to look in the book and see exactly what that is. But I did the 3, the P1, P2, P3. I think I like the second one. The only thing I don't like about the auto sessions is that, and I think it's supposed to be like a cool down, like a warm up cool down, but it like severely, like it goes super slow and it's just weird at first. But I did an hour and a half yesterday. I did look up a little bit of like pros and cons of these just to see if there was, if there is anything that I should be worried about to share with you guys. And honestly, the only cons I found was that this is not a replacement for a full body exercise. Obviously, like that's obvious. And then the other thing was it could make you have poor posture. Now, me, on the other hand, I found myself, just because of the way that I was, having to like sit up to be able to work at the same time as doing that, because of where, how my knees were moving and stuff. And it's actually kind of like right over here, I found myself actually sitting up straighter. That's the only thing I find myself on the days, especially the days that I'm working from home and the days that I'm at the office that I am like super like focused on. I catch myself like kind of hunching over and just like hyper focusing on my monitors, and my neck will hurt, my shoulders will hurt, my back will hurt by the end of the day, especially on the days that I work from home, because unless I have something planned during my breaks and my lunch, sometimes I just work right through them, and I'll sit here literally for 9 or 10 hours and only get up a few times to go to the bathroom, And so, for me, I actually found it to improve my posture because it forced me to sit up, because there was no way I could hunch over with my legs moving the way that my desk is set up. So but I can see what people are talking about just depending on how it's set up. But for me, it's the opposite. Like, I find myself, it actually made me have better posture. The other con it said is it's like making sure you set it up to where it doesn't hurt your knees. So that was kind of a concern for me. But I had 0 knee pain at all. You guys know that both my knees are bad. One of them from an injury, one of them just, I think, bad genes. because we just have bad knees in our family. So, but I had zero pain from it. So I think because of the way I was, because that's what I was talking about, it could hurt your knees if you have bad posture when you're doing it. But that was the only thing. So the benefits was that you're getting movement in. It is a cardiovascular exercise, just not a high intensity cardiovascular exercise. And it's only working those, you know, there's no upper body stuff. So it's very obvious things for the cons, but the pros definitely was that, yes, it can be a good exercise. It definitely gets your movement in, especially if you work, you know, the other con is that it could be embarrassing to use because it's loud. Like if you used it in an office, this one's super quiet. Like it's so funny because my husband came home for a break in between one of his runs, and I was like, I had to go run and grab something. What did I have? Oh, I had my lunch in the microwave, and I heard a beep, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about my lunch. So I took the remote and I pressed the button, and my husband's like, what was that remote? So I went and grabbed my lunch, come back. He goes, what did you use that remote for? So he didn't even see it under my desk or hear it. So it's super quiet. I do think that some of them must be louder or something for them to say that as a con. So I don't know, y'all. Like I think this one is about $159. I think that's what it was on Amazon. So I don't know if you work from home or if you work at an office where you would be comfortable having one of these. Honestly, like for me, I think it's going to be worth it. Like I said, I do find myself, you know, and especially the meetings where I can't work at the same time, I have to like really listen and take notes and things like that. It'll be nice to do that because those meetings are usually like an hour long. This would have been great for those days that I had that 2 full days of the HR meetings we had last week. It was like 2 full days. This would have been fantastic for that. So anyway, I don't know. So far, I am really loving it. I am trying to perfect a coffee to share with you guys. I have not perfected it yet. This is almond milk, and I just think I don't like almond milk in coffee. I like to use it for cooking and baking and things like that, but for coffee, I just don't think I like it. So I'm going to get some oat milk this weekend. This is supposed to kind of replicate that brown sugar oat milk thing from Starbucks, because that's like one of my favorite drinks from there. And I just think I think it's just the almond milk, and I also don't have a good ratio of the brown sugar. And I used to have some of that brown sugar cinnamon syrup, the sugar-free, but I don't have any. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to track that down this weekend also. I have like 2 stores that carry the Tarani syrups, and they have quite a bit of them. So I'm going to check one of them and see if they happen to have the sugar-free brown sugar cinnamon, because that would be what would really replicate that as well. So anyway, stay tuned and I will share this with you, but I mean, it's drinkable. It's just not like, oh, wow, you know. Alrighty, it's time to get ready for work. It is 7:24. I did all my chores, took the garbage out, cleaned out the refrigerator. I did not make my bed. I forgot that. I let the chickens out, gave the chickens their treats, checked their food, checked their water, and made my coffee. Now it's time to start work. Hey guys, so I just am leaving the grocery outlet. I'm actually just gonna show you guys now what I found there. It wasn't a very successful trip for what I wanted to do, what I was looking for, but I did find a few things. I was looking for more of these healthy choice meals, which normally they have a whole bunch of them, but you guys know with grocery outlet, it's hit and miss. So this one is the beef and broccoli low carb lifestyle. We have vegetables, so it's broccoli florets and carrots, and then we have beef, and then the sauce is an Asian inspired sweet and savory. Now this has 14 carbs in it, even though it's saying it's like low carb, so I'm guessing it's in that Asian sauce, which it still falls like each of my meals I try to go around 30. So, and I could actually get some cauliflower rice and put that in here and kind of beef it up a little bit, but that's literally all they had for the healthy choice meals. But I did find they had Kerrygold butter for only $2.99, and this is my favorite butter. And then one more thing. Let me show you this first. So these were only $3.99, so I I figured, okay, this is much cheaper than what it would be in a regular grocery store to try out. This is the Atkins Creamy Root Beer Float. So I actually did not look at the carb count because I figured since it was Atkins it'd be low, but I forgot that most Atkins products they kind of market themselves with the net carbs, and I do total carbs, but this does have 7 carbs in it, which I feel like is a little bit higher than some of the protein drinks that I have, but still, root beer float. So it sounds amazing, but I don't think I would spend more than $3.99 to try it, because I kind of feel like it has a high probability of not being as good as it sounds. So $3.99, not bad. And these are $2.49. That's the reason why I wanted to find some there, but oh well, it's okay. And then I found these 2 things, and I think they're new. I have got things before from Veggies Made Great. One of the things I did not like, and that was, well, they weren't bad. That was with the blueberry muffins. They're just little itty bitty for the amount of points, because I was doing exclusively WW then, and for the cost. So these were only $4.99. I got 2 different ones. This one is the loaded breakfast potato bake, and this one I believe is 10 carbs, 130 calories. I don't know how big the bakes are. I don't want to open them right now. I have back-to-back meetings as soon as I get back to work today. My first one starts at 1:30, and then I don't get done until 4 with meetings. So I knew I would not have time to get home, show you guys this, put everything away. So that's why we're going to end our video here. But this has white, oh, I thought it said white egg whites. It says with egg whites, zucchini, green onions, and cheddar cheese. And I'm guessing potatoes because it's called breakfast potato bakes. So which means the carbs. So anyway, I thought it sounded good. I mean, we'll see the size of these. And then I got the O'Brien breakfast bakes. These ones are 9 carbs. They also have 4 protein. This one has cheese. This one has whole eggs, green and red bell peppers, onions, and cheddar cheese. So let's go ahead and look at them. I'm just curious now to see, because I have a feeling they're going to be smaller than what we feel like they should be for the carbs and the calories. Oh my gosh, they really seal these up great. What time is it? Okay, I have time to get back. Okay, yeah, these are really small. So I imagine the other ones are about the same. These are pretty small. I mean, they're still where I could have 2 of them as like a snack or a meal. I mean, my snacks I try to keep around 15 carbs, but I could do 2 of these and then something else with, like, you know, I don't know, with something, and then have it for like a main meal. So these are really tiny for like this O'Brien one. I didn't tell you guys the calories because I didn't look at it. 120 calories, 9 carbs, 4 protein. So, you know, you guys, $4.99 just to try them out. Maybe I could make something similar and just kind of use this idea. I don't know. Potatoes are something that I'm not missing, so it's not like a big deal for me. I just thought that would be something different, but those are a little itty bitty. So I don't know. We'll give them a try maybe next week, and I'll let you know what I think. I mean, like I said, it could be a little snack or something to have, you know, just not super hungry in between meals, or maybe one of those days that I am really busy and I can't eat lunch, so I kind of want a snacky lunch. That could be a good, you know, something for that. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I am going to go ahead and close up this video. I was going to try to make it into Dollar Tree, but I ran out of time because it was really busy. They only had 1 checker open there, and it was kind of pretty long line. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close up this video. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me these last couple of days, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.